So yesterday I got a delivery notice on the door saying I had to come down to the post office and pick up a package. Now normally they only do that if it's like a signature required. So, we bought something expensive, or if it's an overseas package, I guess because customs has to know who picked it up. I guess in case it's contraband. So I went down today, and it was an overseas package from Dublin. It had my address, and at the bottom it had a phone number that I haven't used in 7 years. I thought this was really weird. But it had my name on it and my address. So I took it home, opened it up, and there was a whistle inside. And I've not bought a whistle. I've not asked anybody to send me a whistle. Um, it was a McNeela whistle. The only thing in the package was the whistle and McNeela's business card. I thought, well, it could be a product sample um, for me to review for my website, but you'd think he'd put a note in there. Now, Rory McNeela has a shop in Dublin. He sells and makes a number of different types of instruments. Um, and I have um, heard of him, but I've never corresponded with him, and I've never seen one of his whistles in person. So I thought maybe somebody in the family sent me a whistle, and I ruined Christmas by opening this package and finding my present 10 days before Christmas Eve. Um, but then why would they have such an old phone number on it? So the only thing I could think of was either it was a product sample, and I was going to have to write the shop and say, "Hey, is this a product sample? And you want me to review it?" Or I'm on a forum that has a Secret Santa that we do every year, um, but I wasn't sure that this was it because it's more than we're supposed to spend. Um, but I did get on the forum and I asked, "Hey, Secret Santa, is this whistle? Is this what you sent?" And they said yes. So thank you very much, Patrick. It's very appreciated. You spent way too much on me, but I do appreciate it. So let's talk about this gift that Patrick sent to me. It is a McNeela whistle. It's in the scent style, which is also now the Killarney style of whistle. I've played a scent, but I don't like them. Scent whistles, normally when you play C natural, a lot of people play like this. This is a standard fingering for C natural because all holes open is C sharp. So you flatten a little bit like this. Now there are some alternate fingerings, but usually they involve, you know, some some combination of, one or two fingers up here and a couple of fingers down there. It's called cross fingering. Now there are a group of people. There's like a certain amount of whistlers say you should have hole. You get more precision and you can shade that hole to whatever degree and sharpen and flatten the note to perfection. And I agree with that. I think half holing is the way to go, but I don't do it. I spent 20 years cross fingering. Um, every whistle I own, you can cross finger, except for the scent. You cannot cross finger the scent. You have to half hole. And so I've never wanted one. They're good whistles. Um, they sound nice, but I've never wanted one. I did get a Killarney whistle, which is in that same style, and you can cross finger it. So I prefer that. So the McNeela is in that same style, sleek brass body. The head is very similar. One of the differences is he has his pins on the bottom instead of on the sides, um, but otherwise it's very similar. The head is Delrin, um, as opposed to solid brass, which means it will handle temperatures better, which means it should clog less. I haven't experienced any clogging. I've played this quite a bit since I got it today. Um, so let's play it. See what. Well, let's talk about the finish. It's got a brushed brass finish, so it gives it kind of a matte look. I like it. A lot of times the brass instruments just polish the brass and they're very shiny. This matte finish is very nice. This brushed brass finish. It's got a McNeela's sticker. Got some kind of Spartan dude, I guess is his logo. I don't know what that has to do with anything really, but back when I was making whistles, I used Cocopelli as my logo, which had nothing to do with Irish music either. So uh, just his brand image. Um, The blade is just turned down slightly. It's hard to get that to focus. My hand up here, maybe it'll, there we go. Not really a hand finished blade, I don't think. There may be some tooling on it, but without getting my magnifying glass, I can't tell. It looks like it's not. It looks like it's machine tooled. Uh, Nothing wrong with that. Um, and I thought it's got a slightly larger windway. And I thought this windway would make it take more breath. Generally, if the windway is taller, it allows air to pass through it easier, so it takes you more breath. It does not take more breath. The structure of the instrument has a good bit of back pressure, so it doesn't take more breath, but it does take a stronger push of the breath. Um, and that's fine because all the instruments I play these days that I like, uh, that's a feature of those instruments. When I was a newer whistle player, not so much. I liked easier blowing instruments, but these days a good amount of back pressure is fine for me. I like to be able to just really push on the instrument and wail while I'm playing. It is loud, um, which is good because I mostly play in very noisy sessions. And if I play a quieter whistle when I'm leading a tune, people can't hear me. So this will be fine for louder sessions. I will be taking it to session tomorrow in Carlisle and giving it a test run there. I haven't put it against the tuner to see if it's spot on tuning across the board, but it sounds fine to my ears. It is a tunable whistle. So generally everybody tunes to A equals 440. But if you're with a squeeze box player or somebody who cannot tune their instrument and they're off from that, that's what everybody will tune to them. And so it's important to have a tunable instrument if you can. So without further ado, so it's a good whistle. Um, it is not a flavor of the month whistle. So on the message boards that I'm on, uh, whistles brands come and go out of popularity. And, it could be that, 1 month everybody's raving about whistle A. And so everybody who collects whistles buys whistle A. And next month everybody's raving about whistle B. And I've probably fed into that a little bit, reviewing whistles from our website. So the McNeela whistle I have heard of, but it's never been a flavor of the month. It's never been one where everybody says, let's go out and buy a McNeela whistle. But it is a good whistle. It's nice and loud, plays really crisply. I can play it as fast as I want to. Sounds like it's on in tuning. It's a great whistle. It's a really good present. But thank you so much, Patrick. You spent way too much money on me, but it's really appreciated. Thank you.